Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Northwest area football. Jeremy Walsh joining us right now, the quarterback. Well, Jeremy, this past weekend you guys get a big win over GAR. Let's talk about how that felt for you and your teammates.
It felt great, obviously. We went into overtime, so that was huge, and it was definitely a big win in terms of the playoff push we're trying to make.
Being an athlete like yourself, you can do a little bit of everything. You can punt, you can kick, you can throw. So I'm sure the punt, pass, and kick competition is something you'd be pretty good at. Talk about that athleticism that you have.
I guess I just do whatever the team needs me to do, and kicking, I just seemed kind of natural at that, I guess, when I first tried it. So whatever the team needs, I can do.
Jeremy, you guys lost a whole lot of senior leadership from last year, so you're a guy who had to step in and kind of take over that role with some other guys. Tell us about that part. Something that was easy for you?
Yeah, we definitely lost some good players last year, but it was exciting to step up, especially with the other seniors. We're a tight group, so we were all excited and ready for the challenge.
Jeremy, let's talk a little bit about Coach Hazelett. A different style, different philosophy, and of course you guys had to make the adjustment. Tell us about Coach Hazelett and what he's done with you guys. You got a couple of wins. I'm sure you're feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah, he's been a great coach. He definitely got us started and won us over right in the beginning in the summer, and he knows just how to use everybody, so we've been doing pretty good on him.
Let's talk a little bit about your team this year. Tell us about some of the guys in the backfield that joined you first over on the offensive end, and then we'll move along to other parts of the team.
All right. The running backs are definitely tough. We got Garrett Reese and Jacob Anderson, and we lost Jackson Cabbage. He was a big one, but Garrett really stepped up and took that role. And we're just a tough group back there, and we definitely get a lot out of our linemen. They make some big holes for us.
Let's talk about that line for you, guys that had to be replaced and some younger guys. Tell us about those guys coming along.
Yeah, the line's been great, and they're a tight group, I know that, and they love to block for us, so we love that. And Brendan Riley, Doug Campbell, they're two seniors. They're great leaders for that group, and the rest are young guys, but they're getting better every week, which is great.
Jeremy, let's talk over on the defensive end. Tell us about the group of guys you think that are playing well enough for you guys to get some wins. D-line, linebackers, defensive backs?
I think the D-line's definitely been a big group. You got Doug and Brendan again. They're huge. And then I think the linebackers have definitely stepped up, Garrett and Bryce Harrison. And the D-backs, that's the group I'm in. We definitely love that group, and we all might be overlooked, but it's definitely a good group we got, and we're coming together.
Jeremy Walsh joining us right now here on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Jeremy, how about your future? Is football something you want to do at the next level?
I'm definitely looking at doing it at the next level, but not exactly sure where. And it's definitely a big decision, because there's a lot of opportunities with things, and you have to be dedicated if you're going to do it at the next level. So I'm looking at it, not 100% sure, but we'll see.
Jeremy, let's talk about the support you're getting around you. You know, some teachers, some people at home, any brothers or sisters. Tell us a little bit about your family.
My family, my parents have always been big supporters. They go to all the games, and they love me either way, win or loss, so I like that. And teachers, it just seems like the whole school supported of the football team, and that's great. They definitely give us a good atmosphere at home and away, so it's big.
How about your inspiration? Tell us about what inspires you to do what you do. Is there somebody you look up to? Is there somebody that kind of helps push you along the way?
I think just my parents again, they inspire me. I think that I've been blessed, so I definitely want to use all the stuff, all the abilities I've been blessed with, talents, and I do it for the school. I mean, my teammates definitely want to do it for them, so my motivation just comes from everywhere.
Jeremy Walsh, Northwest area, joining us here on the John Mendola Show. Jeremy, for you, how about the classroom stuff? Is that something that comes easy to you, something that you're kind of punching the clock with all the time?
Yeah, I do good in the classroom, and I just think that's a lot about effort, and it's definitely academics years that have to come first, so I'd like to say it comes easy, but you have to give the effort as well.
Jeremy, how about a future as far as your career? Have you thought about some things that you may want to get into? Some people have a total idea, and they really hone in on what they want to do, and that may be one of their college choices. Other people kind of are still undecided at this point. You're a senior.
Yeah, so definitely getting to that stage in my life, and I've been looking at engineering stuff, environmental science, and I'm looking to do ROTC in college, so that's a big thing.
Well, Jeremy, sounds like you got your act together, and you guys at Northwest area have your act together. You bounced back with a couple of wins, 2-2. Big game coming up against Hanover this week, so we wish you well, Jeremy.
Yep, thanks.
Quarterback Jeremy Walsh from the Northwest Area Rangers here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.